When a man tried to rescue this feral dog from LA's concrete river, its response was startling. When a German Shepherd got stuck in LA's concrete river with no way out, his only hope was one brave man who climbed down to save him. But the stray dog surprised everyone with his reaction when the rescuer finally approached him. The concrete aqueduct spanning the city of Los Angeles is wide, deep, and far-reaching. Built in the late 1930s to help control floods, the 51-mile-long channel directs the course of the Los Angeles River to the ocean. Today, the structure is more famous for Hollywood car chases and movies such as Transformers, but for many locals, the watercourse is nothing more than a dangerous eyesore. Indeed, chain-linked fences on either side of the steep channel are meant to keep people and animals out, but accidents still happen. The German Shepherd was likely spotted from one of the many homes lining the LA River. Often the properties have only a fence separating their yards from the canal's steep embankment, so it was perhaps thought that the dog belonged to someone. When animal rescue organization Hope for Paws received a panic call about a dog stuck in the aqueduct, its staff responded without delay. Indeed, the LA-based nonprofit was created to help animals in situations just like this. Eldad Hagar, Hope for Paws founder, personally goes to great lengths to rescue animals from dangerous and otherwise hopeless situations. But this particular rescue mission would challenge Hagar to confront his deepest fears. Biggie, the name given to the helpless pup, had likely been astray for 5 years by the time he was spotted in the river channel. And however Biggie had ended up in the aqueduct, he was now quite stuck, with no exit from the concrete highway for miles. The Hope for Paws team arrived at the scene and began filming what was to be a challenging rescue attempt. The first shot of Biggie shows the German Shepherd lying with perched ears at the bottom of the canal. Unfortunately, between Biggie and his rescuers was a steep 20-foot drop and a tall chain-link fence. There was no way to get up or down as far as the eye could see. "We were not equipped for this unique challenge," said Hagar in the Hope for Paws YouTube video of the rescue. "But neighbors offered their help and quickly gathered equipment for us," he added. "In fact, someone gave Hagar and his team a ladder so they could reach the dog." Thinking quickly, Hagar tied the ladder back together using a leash he had on hand. "Since it was a 20-foot drop and we had no safety gear, I went down alone," he explained. Thankfully, Hagar made it safely down the ladder and into the aqueduct. Dropping treats on the ground as he walked backward, Hagar slowly coaxed the German Shepherd. Then Hagar pulled out a leash, which frightened Biggie, who retreated with his tail between his legs. Meanwhile, volunteers lowered a cage over the fence that would be used to hoist Biggie from the dry river to safety. With some calm affection, Hagar got Biggie to cautiously lie down on the ground. Then the rescuer began to pet the dog and scratched his ears. For perhaps the first time in a long while, it looked like Biggie was starting to feel safe. With the leash secured, Biggie stood up and leaned against Hagar with his tail wagging. Hagar then picked up the dog and placed him in the cage. Next, though, came the risky business of hoisting Biggie out of the 20-foot ditch and over the chain-link fence. When Biggie finally made it out of the river, a group of children watching the scene cheered, and things were looking up for Biggie in another way, too. Hagar's friend Tiffany Norton from Coastal German Shepherd Rescue happily fostered the dog as he waited adoption. Currently, Biggie can be a little shy, but after only a minute or two of introductions, he becomes a flawless companion. This guy is a quiet lover, a gentle friend, and a subtle soul, Coastal German Shepherd Rescue reported on the pet blog Lady. These endearing qualities were bound to work in Biggie's favor. Indeed, he was soon adopted and now apparently even has a girlfriend. His coat is full and healthy, and he looks like a whole new dog.